Now, coming back to the room with the fireplace, we can see a big fish jumping around, and we can also see a butterfly inside the aquarium. If we interact with the butterfly, we wake up at the beach again from the beginning, but this time as the tall man and not the girl. And this time, unnatural things seem to happen in this place. I mean, there is a lot of fish over here jumping around. It's kind of creepy. They're not doing too well, are they? I mean, a fish should usually be in the water, not on the surface and struggling to breathe. And also, a fish can die after being too long on the surface. So yeah, all these fishes, they all represent struggle and that they're not at peace. And when you get to the light tower, you can come across some diary pages about a married couple. So here are the letters. I suggest for you to pause when you want to read. It's quite interesting in how the atmosphere changes from happy to, well, more angry and then sad. And here's also a letter, two even, that we found at the very beginning while we were playing as the girl, that is also connected to this diary. And just so you know, the wife's name is Florence, the husband's name is Norman, and Joshua is the delivery man. So if I'm being honest with you, I don't exactly know why the story is included like this, but yeah, it might also represent some sort of struggle from someone else's perspective and another story from someone else, which is also pretty interesting. The last diary entry is very important though, because they talk about an angel dressed in all black. And if we look at our protagonist over here, we can see that he has no wings and that he's also dressed in all black. It's pretty cool design-wise, because if you think about it now, he kind of reminds me of the Grim Reaper. But yeah, our black angel over here, he is someone who guides spirits. He helps them, he calms them down, and he helps the spirits to free themselves after their death. I mean, over here, I gotta say, Ophelia is a very tricky one, because it's pretty hard to free her when she literally wants to kill you, but it is also possible to help her spirit. And well, the color black often stands for something negative, and in this case, the Black Angel deals with negative things so he can help and free the spirits. Well, and here's a shiny little message that seems to be dedicated to the Black Angel. This message pretty much seems to fit in with what I just said. And of course, this isn't the only message, because there's a few other shiny little messages left for protagonist as well. We cannot exactly tell who tries to communicate with our protagonist, but I've seen some interesting theories about it, that it could be the girl trying to communicate with him. However, we cannot exactly tell if that's true or not. Okay, so about the shiny little message in Marie's chapter, I was actually able to find it thanks to two people helping me out with this one. If you see this, guys, shout out to you. But apparently there is also a second letter, but I have no clue where it is. If it even exists or not, that is a good question. But yeah, if you are able to find this letter, I would be curious to know, and I'm pretty sure other people would be too, so feel free to let us know in the comments down below. And who knows, maybe I will make an extra YouTube video talking about those letters and where you can find them. Anyway, let's just continue with the video. But overall, a pretty questionable, not easy to find, but interesting detail, I have to say. So what can we say about the girl? So we already know that she came with her mother and her little sister to the seashore. She is pretty adventurous and wanted to explore the area, so she went to the light tower. Oh, and you probably remember the lighthouse keeper diary entries I was talking about? Well, to start with Norman, Florence, and Joshua. Well, I mean, you can tell that this story took place in this area. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? But anyway, these people have passed away, which is why the place is abandoned. I mean, the place decayed as well, which is also a pretty interesting detail, because we get to know and to learn about this place and the story. So yeah, after the girl reached the top of the lighthouse, well, she fell. And the last thing she saw were those fishes you can see from the beginning. And now, if we think about it, it kind of makes sense now. I mean, you remember when we played as the girl in the very beginning and when there was no one there? Well, that's because she was already dead, and that was just the scene after she fell off. She woke up again, and it was her spirit exploring the area again. And also, this is why she saw the Black Angel, of course. And yeah, before we come to an end, there is actually a secret ending you can also unlock, and I would also like to talk about it. Yeah, remember that one door you couldn't open in that one room with the fireplace? Well, this exact door leads us to this secret true ending, but for that you need a key. And in every chapter, you can find a key piece, which is not easy to find, but if you find all of them, you'll get a whole key which you can use for this exact door. Well, and coming back to the room, we can also find an ash list filled with bunch of names. Those are probably names of people our Black Angel over here had already dealt with or still has to deal with. Now let us open the door and take a look at this ending. Well, the atmosphere in this ending is there are no colors at all. It's so grayish and foggy. It looks so sad, you know? Well, we can clearly see that this world is a decaying subworld, and its condition is not doing too well. But why? So this is probably a figuration on how much pain we have in the world. Well, the appeal from this ending is make love, not war, because as you can see, this is the influence, what the war does to the world. And also, compassion is key, which actually makes pretty much sense if you think about the key pieces you can collect from each chapter. Now, I think this is pretty much it. I just have to say, I just love how grotesque this game sometimes can be. It's so beautiful. And I mentioned it a few times before, I know, but I can only say it again. If you see this video and I just feel free to leave a comment, because I would love to have a discussion. Feel free to leave your opinion or your theories or whatsoever. I would love to hear them. And I'm sure there might be some things that I got wrong or that I just forgot to talk about. I'll probably also leave them in the comments as well, or in the caption or something. I don't even know. But yeah, anyway, I just hope you have an amazing day, in case if anyone ever sees this. And peace out, Pookies, or something, I don't know.